Welcome to the Lancaster County Board of Commissioners meeting for Tuesday, March 17th, 2026. I'm your chair. My name is Krista Yoakum. To my left is Vice Chair Chelsea Johnson. To her left is Commissioner Matt Schulte, and to my right is Commissioner Rick Vest. Please stand if you're able and recite the Pledge of Allegiance with us. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Mr. Clerk, please begin the meeting.
A copy of the Nebraska Open Meetings Act is located at the wall of the rear of the hearing room. All written materials to be discussed at today's meeting can be viewed at the county's website at lancaster.ne.gov. Printing options are available upon request. Brings us to item 1, minutes. Approval of the minutes of the Board of Commissioners meeting held on March 10th, 2026.
Approval.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the minutes. Seeing no discussion, please call the roll.
Schulte?
Yes.
Vest?
Yes.
Johnson?
Yes.
Yoakum?
Yes.
Motion carries. Item 2, claims. Approval of the claims processed through March 13th, 2026.
I move approval.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the claims. Please, any discussion? Please call the roll.
Schulte?
Yes.
Vest?
Yes.
Johnson?
Yes.
Yoakum?
Yes.
Motion carries. Item 3 is a special presentation, the 2025 Department of Corrections Employee of the Year Award to Chad Miller, Department of Corrections.
Morning.
Would you like me to read that?
Yep.
And I do have the nomination to read into the record. So, Sergeant Miller supervises the building cleaners and equipment operators who are primarily responsible for maintaining cleanliness in the non-detention areas of the facility, as well as designated areas within detention sections. Sergeant Miller also oversees the Property Sanitation and Warehouse (PSW) department. In this role, he manages property-related issues, supervises PSW officers, and oversees inmate workers responsible for facility cleaning, laundry operations, and supply restocking. He coordinates with the Lancaster County Event Center and facilitates the assignment of road crew workers to that location as needed. Additionally, Sergeant Miller is responsible for ordering janitorial supplies, toiletry items, and various other essential materials for the facility. In addition, Sergeant Miller manages kitchen operations and successfully oversaw a major vendor transition from Summit to Aramark. He played a key role in maintaining effective communication between the vendors and facility administration throughout the process. A critical component of this responsibility includes investigating and responding to inmate complaints and concerns about food quality and quantity. The department consistently receives positive feedback from visitors and tour groups regarding the cleanliness and overall condition of the facility. In my opinion, the primary reason for this is Sergeant Miller's effective supervision for building leaders, equipment operators, and PSW staff, ensuring that all personnel consistently fulfill their assigned duties.
Thank you.
Present this award from the County Commissioners. Thank you so much for your service to the county. All of the folks in attendance here, I think, show how well respected you are and appreciated you are. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yep.
So,
One second.
want to
Our
for
photographer would like to finish it. This is an important moment, and I'm glad we captured that.
all right, so I'm Brad Johnson, Director of Lancaster County Department of Corrections. I think, start off with, I'm going to tell you, his wife, it's kind of a funny story, is an on-call for us. Has been for quite a few years. She sat down next to me yesterday and says, hey, when you go up there and talk about him tomorrow, don't boost his ego too much because I have to go home with him. So I'm going to try and not get myself in trouble with the wife. But I can't say enough about Chad. I mean, The nomination spoke very well for the job that he does and his duties within the facility. And we do consistently receive positive feedback about the condition of our building and how clean it is. And so that's a direct result of Chad's leadership and that of his team. He's got a great team. They work well together and they just do a fantastic job. So, you know, this is something that is done by his co-workers and peers. They nominate him. I can tell you that this is one of the harder decisions that I and my command staff have to make, is to try and pick which one we're going to honor. I wish we could do more than one in a year, because we oftentimes have some really great folks who are nominated. But Chad rose to the top this year, and it's well deserved, and I really appreciate having him on the team.
Just want to thank my staff. Like he said, the building cleaners, the equipment operators, PSW officers, they all do an awesome job. I can trust that they're going to do what they need to do, which allows me to do the stuff I need to do. Brad, Ken, they trust me to do my job, and they let me do it. I appreciate that too. And my family, my support, my parents, sister back home, my wife and kids, Sergeant Cooper and his family, they all get to deal with the stuff that's not this, the not so fun parts. I mean, everybody that's here, I've had really good conversations with all of them. There's several people out there that I really value their input and their support. So I thank everyone that's here, everyone back at the jail. Thank you guys for inviting me. So just thank you is my main point. So.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's just, Mr. Sergeant Miller, thank you for being here this morning. It's just an honor to honor you for all you do to make Lancaster County a better place. And I know there's a lot of people out there. People like you always say the same thing. It's a team effort. It's people coming together and working together and making it. But it really takes leadership to help those people stay on track. So thank you for that. But I'm really curious about the two young people. Did you want to introduce them to us? Because I'd like to meet them just briefly here. If they'd stand up, you could.
My son JJ, daughter Emma. They're skipping school.
Thank you,
well,
JJ.
this morning. They're going after this. I think they'll be excused.
Nice to have you here, JJ and Emma. Thank you.
I really appreciate your work. I know a lot of times leadership, I mean, the result of leadership is you've done a great job of, when we walk in that facility, we feel very confident. It gives a lot of respect to the people that are there in a position that they don't want to be in, we don't want to be in, but giving them the honor of a clean facility and making sure visitors have that clean facility as well just speaks volumes to the impact you're having. So keep it up.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you again. And just wanted to add that you and other leaders like you are who make me really proud to be a county commissioner for Lancaster County.
Thank you.
The reality is the work that you do has, for the taxpayers' benefit, helps to extend the life of that building. It does also add to some dignity for everyone involved, and I really do appreciate that. I also hear from the event center how much they appreciate the support that you get, and it really does mean a lot. But the thing that I wanted to comment on was you talked about trust, that you trust your staff to do their work, that allows you to do what you need to do, that Brad and others trust you. That's a reflection of you. It takes some time and some dedication to build that trust, and that really does make for a better work facility. Thank you so much for everything you do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We could move on to the consent items then.
Item 4, consent items. These are routine business items that are expected to be adopted without dissent. Any individual item may be removed for special discussion or consideration by a commissioner or by any member of the public without prior notice. Unless there is an exception, these items will be approved as one single vote of the Board of Commissioners. These items are the approval of A, amendments to the following county contracts: C-25-0190 with Hamilton Equipment Company and C-25-0191 with Herc Rentals Incorporated for equipment and accessory rental services. C-22-0162 with Jim Peterson Auction Company for unclaimed property auction services. C-21-0725 with Midwest Alarm Services for fire alarm panel inspection, testing, repair, and replacement services. C-24-0840 with Nebraska Wesleyan University to renew the contract to allow NWU to provide college-level courses to county jail inmates. C-25-0183 with Brown Brothers Construction Incorporated for painting services. Amendments to the following county contracts for fencing services: for C-23-0106 with American Fence of Lincoln, C-23-0105 with Empire Fencing and Netting, and C-23-0107 with Salt Valley Fence Company, LLC.
Move approval.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the consent items. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, please call the roll.
Vest,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Schulte,
Yep.
Yocum.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Right here.
Oh, Flowerday.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Apologies for my tardiness. My child was having an upset this morning.
Commissioners, that brings us to item 5A, new business. First item of 5A is request under Personnel Rules 17.14D for a one-time cash award of $500 to Chad Miller.
Yeah.
Move approval.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve. Please call the roll.
Johnson,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Schulte,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Yocum.
Yes.
Motion carries. 5B, resolution in the matter of recognizing March 23rd through 27th, 2026 as Severe Weather Awareness Week and March 28th, 2026 as Storm Spotter Emergency Management Volunteer Appreciation Day.
Good morning, Jim David Saber, Director, Lincoln, Lancaster County Emergency Management. I always appreciate the board's recognition of this. We just saw Sergeant Miller and his correctional team, the service that they provide, the opportunity that I get to work with our volunteers throughout Lancaster County. Ed Holloway, my primary point of contact with the Lincoln Amateur Radio Club, is here this morning with several members of his team. And it is just a small group of literally the army of volunteers that we have. And oftentimes their service, it's below the social consciousness. I think our public has an expectation, and rightfully so, that somebody's paying attention to these things. If they identify some small problems, they're able to address them before they become large problems. So every time I reach out to Ed, not just for severe weather awareness and support, but anything very broad-based. And as I said, when I ring the bell, he certainly answers and can provide an incredible level of service. So, you know, I always want to focus on Severe Weather Awareness Week because that is the most likely event that is going to impact our Lancaster County residents. But we really take a all hazards approach to it. And as I said, Ed is just one example of the volunteer servant leadership that I have the opportunity to experience on a daily and sometimes a nightly basis. So again, I appreciate the board's recognition of this, the good work that's being done.
Oh, I think we should have Ed
Yeah.
Absolutely.
join us. at
Ed
the
is not
microphone.
bashful when it comes to standing in front of a microphone.
I've been in radio all my life.
There you go.
Good morning, Chair and Commissioners. A few new people here, a couple of new folks since the last time I stood before you, but I'll give you a little brief overview of what we do. And annually, coming up March 28th, is our severe spotter training that we go through. And quite a few of my admin and some of my volunteers are here. We go through training, retraining, more training, and then credentialing. And this year we have just under 150 trained and credentialed spotters that deploy to points out in the county and other support points that we have here locally. But annually we go through this. So I'd like to invite you to our March 28th training at a facility that you used to rent for many, many years at 4420 Northwest 41st, the old Lancaster County Correctional Work Release Facility that we lease and do all of our training. Annually, about 12,000 to 14,000 combined hours of training in that one facility. And so I rely and trust upon my folks, these guys out here, to do their job, which allows me to stand back and do mine. Not only do we do storm spotting, and once the initial threat has passed, then we move into another form of amateur radio emergency services, and then we do damage assessment and further communicate that to Jim. Where subject matter expertise is communications, and along those same lines, I deployed 2 volunteers out to Morrill County to help out with some of the fire response, and all they do, as we're radio operators, they just reprogram some radios so that the other agencies out of Wyoming and Colorado could communicate with our agencies in Nebraska. And they finally got relieved of their duties last night, which was kind of nice, but they were on 112, 112. It was kind of fun. So we really appreciate your support in our efforts that we do for the county. We don't look at it from a perspective of this person does this person does this. We look at it from our training as we can all jump in and do it for our community. And so we thank you so much.
Thank you.
Certainly a week to recognize, to bring this forward and recognize this, where we've had tornadoes in the southeast United States, but also with all the volunteers that are out there fighting those fires. We all have a heightened awareness of how much volunteers mean to our state and to our communities. Thank you for what you do.
You bet. You bet.
Yeah, I would just add thank you, and for all of your team that came here this morning. It's just an opportunity for us to say thank you to a group that, as Jim so well described, we're so grateful for what you provide for us without us always stopping to think about the efforts that going into it that you take to prepare and then go out. When everybody else is going for cover, you're going out to provide helpful information to people who need it badly. So really an honor to have you all here today. Thank you. Just like with Sergeant Miller, thank you for your part in making Lancaster County a better place, and I'd be honored to move approval of this resolution.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve. Any further discussion?
It's vital work you do for our community. Thank you.
Please call the roll.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Schulte,
Yep.
Best,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Yocum.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you all. We can move on to the next item.
5C, resolution in the matter of directing the county engineer to conduct a study and planning department to write a report regarding the vacation of a portion of public right-of-way located on South 58th Street and Kess Drive, more particularly described in Exhibit A in Lancaster County, Nebraska.
Good morning, Commissioners. Mike Hawley with the County Engineer's Office. Just a couple quick notes about this. Kess Estates from 1978, that's when this road was platted. This petition was brought forward by public petition, and it also falls within the city 1 mile. So just a couple notes about it.
Move approval.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve. Seeing no further discussion, please call the roll.
Schulte,
Yes.
Best,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Yocum.
Yes.
Motion carries. 5D, resolution in the matter of authorizing the installation of traffic signs which will change the load rating specification for county bridges D080, E156, and T171.
Pam Dingman, Lancaster County Engineer. These are additional down rating, so to speak, load posting of 3 more bridges per the requirements of Nebraska Department of Transportation. And so it's always not good when we're adding to that list, because I'd really rather be taking away from that list. Nevertheless, here we are with 3 more bridges for load posting.
Move approval.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve. I think, sadly, it seems. Please call the roll.
Best,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Schulte,
Yep.
Yocum.
Yes.
Motion carries. 5E, resolution in the matter of authorizing the installation of traffic signs in Northwest 105th Street and West McKelvey Road in Malcolm, Lancaster County. The resolution supersedes prior resolution R250092.
Pam Dingman, Lancaster County Engineer. This resolution adds a couple more signs, because, in particular on McKelvey Road connection, we need to alert drivers that they're gonna, when they turn onto the road, they have a reduced speed limit. And so, as an engineer, I'd rather be right than happy. So I'm bringing this forward so that we can make sure that we have those signs right.
Move approval.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve. Please call the roll.
Johnson,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Schulte,
Yes.
Best,
Yes.
Yocum.
Yes.
Motion carries. 5F, contract with Shawnee Mission Tree Service for right-of-way pruning of street trees. The cost is not to exceed $15,000.
Move approval.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve this contract. Please call the roll.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Schulte,
Yep.
Best,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Yocum.
Yes.
Motion carries. 5G, agreement with Angela Gebhard to provide training to the impacts of domestic violence on children for employees within Community Corrections Department at a cost of $300.
Good morning, Commissioners. My name is Caitlin Ocean. I am the Pretrial Release Program Manager. Director Kilpatrick told me about this yesterday, so please bear with me. I think he did that so I wouldn't chicken out of public speaking. I would like to briefly provide some information on the trainer and the reason for this specific training. Ms. Gebhardt is an expert in her field. She currently works at the UNL Center for Children and Families in the Law, and she has over 20 years of experience with domestic violence. We have discussed with Ms. Gebhardt that this training will create a foundation of knowledge and understanding of domestic violence for our administrative staff. However, we have also identified some educational objectives specifically for case managers, such as understanding power and control, understanding abusers and survivors, and identifying local and national resources. Community corrections, as you know, serves justice-involved individuals, and the gravity and seriousness of domestic violence, the effects on the families cannot be overstated. To continue to provide effective and efficient services, we have all agreed that we need to continue to grow, to learn, and to enhance our services and our skill sets. It would be a disservice to ourselves and to Lancaster County if we remain stagnant in our understanding of this critical issue, the issue of domestic violence. For these reasons, we have sought out Ms. Gebhardt and are hoping to provide this training to community corrections staff. Thank you.
I feel like we should applaud you too.
Okay,
tell
see?
Jeff how well you did.
Tell Jeff I didn't mess that up.
I really admire the commitment to growth and development, not remaining stagnant. I mean, that's true of all of us. And so for you to recognize that and take this action, tremendous. I would move approval.
Second.
This is also a really good rate for a speaker of this caliber and for your intent. So we have a motion and a second to approve. Please call the roll.
Schulte,
Yes.
Best,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Yocum.
Yes.
Motion carries. 5H, recommendation from the Personnel Policy Board to revise Human Resources Policy Bulletin 2019-2, vacation usage upon retirement policy, to 2026-01, leave benefits upon retirement policy.
Good morning, Commissioners. Angela Scriven, Human Resources Department. I'm back with the policy attached this week, and I'll just go through the high-level items that we discussed last week. So the policy amendment, the main reason we started to update the policy is to document that when our retiring employees are using their vacation time after their last day worked, that they are still eligible to utilize FMLA, so that if they do have an FMLA qualifying event, they are able to use sick leave for those FMLA qualifying events, where typically they can only use vacation time. They can't use sick. So they would be able to use sick for those FMLA qualifying events. So that was the main reason. But also, one of the other major changes or big changes we have in this policy is that when someone announced their retirement, that they were not able to use, between their announcement of retirement and their last day, they couldn't use any leave time. But we have people that announce their retirement a month or two or three in advance. And so our agency heads asked us to change that because we wanted people to be able to take some time off. And so we made that change. And then like we normally do, we change some of our language like we normally do to make it just the feel of our other policies with language changes. Happy to answer any questions that you might have.
Any questions? It was good to get it in front of us and actually be able to see it, certainly, and all to benefit our employees.
I'll move approval.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve. Please call the roll.
Vest,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Schulte,
Yep.
Yocum.
Yes. Thank you.
Motion carries. Commissioners, that brings us to item 6, reserved for legislative update.
I have nothing new. Anybody else?
1219 will not, the hard caps legislation that I keep ringing warning bells about, will not be part of the property tax package, is my understanding, at 803. But is still prioritized in its own right, and is still, I think, something that we have to look out for and continue to articulate our opposition to the body.
Yeah, I was glad that it wasn't attached into the other package. The next item on our agenda,
Item 7, executive session.
I move that we go into executive session for a strategy session regarding real estate transaction, union negotiations, pending litigation, and legal advice, and to protect the public interest at 9:28 a.m.
Second.
we have a motion and a second to go into executive session. Please call the roll.
Johnson,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Schulte,
Yep.
Vest,
Yes.
Yocum.
Yes.
Motion carries.
executive session at 9:51.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to come out of executive session at 9:51 a.m. Please call the roll.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Schulte,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Yocum.
Yes.
Motion carries. Brings us to item 8, public comment. Members of the public wishing to speak on items related to county business not on the agenda may do so at this time.
Are there any members of the public wishing to speak on items relating to county business not on the agenda? Please come forward. Seeing none, we can move on to announcements.
Item 9, announcements. The Board of Commissioners will hold a staff meeting on Thursday, March 19th, 2026 at 8:30 a.m. in room 112 at the County City Building. The Board of Commissioners will hold its next regular meeting on Tuesday, March 24th, 2026 at 9 a.m. in room 112 at the County City Building. Commissioners can be reached at 402-441-7447 or commish@lancaster.ne.gov. Board of Commissioners meetings are streamed live on YouTube and Facebook. LNK TV apps are available on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire TV. Item 10 is adjournment.
Move we adjourn.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to adjourn. Please call the roll.
Schulte,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Yocum.
Yes.
Motion carries.
We will now open the Board of Equalization meeting for Tuesday, March 17th, 2026.
Copy of the Nebraska Open Meetings Act is located at the wall of the rear of the hearing room. All written materials to be discussed at today's meeting can be viewed at the county's website at lancaster.ne.gov. Printing options are available upon request. Brings us to item 1, minutes. Approval of the minutes of the Board of Equalization meeting held on Tuesday, March 3rd, 2026.
Move approval.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the minutes. Please call the roll.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Schulte,
Yeah.
Vest,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Yocum.
Yes.
Motion carries. Item 2 is the additions and deductions to the tax assessment rolls.
Move approval of the additions and deductions.
Second.
We have a motion to move approval of the additions and deductions to the tax assessment rolls. Please call the roll.
Schulte,
Yep.
Vest,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Yocum.
Yes.
Motion carries. Item 3 are public hearings. The first public hearing is 3A, the 2026 451 tax exemption applications for nursing facilities.
We will now open the public hearing for the 2026 451 exemption applications. Is there anyone here to speak? Thank you for coming forward first.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Go ahead.
Jacob Van Pelt, Lancaster County Assessor's Office. So what I have presented today are the 451 NF exemption applications that were received by the Assessor's Office for the 2026 tax year. As a reminder, the 451 NFs they apply for qualifying for-profit nursing facilities, skilled nursing facilities, or assisted living facilities that accept Medicaid benefits. All 16 of the applications that I provided here were timely filed prior to the December 31st deadline. All the exemption applications that were submitted appear to meet the requirements to qualify for the exemption. The specific exemption percentage is determined by dividing the average occupied Medicaid beds over the last 3 years by 3, which can be found on box 5B of all of the applications. A few of the applications had some minor rounding issues, 0.1% here or there. However, outside of that, no other changes were made for our recommendations on what was provided. The purple column on this sheet is the specific exemption percentage that they should qualify for based upon the information that was submitted. And the last thing I would like to note is if a qualified applicant still wants to apply, there is a process available for late applications as long as their application is received on or before June 30th and has a letter requesting a waiver of the deadline. So any questions?
Any questions? Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
This, I just want to point out, this is, good job, you're good.
Yes.
This is entirely me just tooting Lancaster County's own horn here. we passed this exemption. This was our work as we were trying to solve some of the issues that we were facing from previous, and I'm really, really proud of this, and frankly, I think it helps a lot of people out.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
It's another one of those times where it looks all smooth and calm right now, and this wasn't that long ago where this was a very difficult process. So thanks to everyone who helped transition us from there to here today.
Is there anyone else wishing to speak during this public hearing regarding the 451 exemptions? Seeing none, we will close the public hearing on the 451 exemptions, and we will open the public hearing. Do you want to read that part, Matt, or?
Yeah, I will. So the next public hearing is the motor vehicle tax exemption applications for Parkview Christian School, Christ Place, Messiah Lutheran Church and School, and IRC 3 LLC.
We will now open the public hearing for the motor vehicle tax exemption applications. Is there anyone wishing to speak during this public hearing on any of these exemptions? Seeing none, we'll close the public hearing.
Commissioners, that brings us to item 4, the public hearing action items, starting on 4A with the 2026 451 exemption applications for nursing facilities.
Move approval.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve. Please call the roll.
Vest,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Flowerday,
yes.
Schulte,
Yes.
Yocum.
Yes.
Motion carries. 4B, action on the motor vehicle tax exemption applications.
Move approval.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the motor vehicle tax exemption applications. Please call the roll.
Johnson,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Schulte,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Yocum.
Yes.
Motion carries. Brings us to item 5, public comment. Members of the public wishing to speak in items related to County Board of Equalization business not on the agenda may do so at this time.
Are there any members of the public wishing to speak during public comment on items relating to County Board of Equalization business but not on the agenda? Seeing none, we can move to adjournment.
Last item I have is adjournment.
Move to adjourn.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to adjourn. Please call the roll.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Schulte,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Yocum.
Yes.
Motion carries.